Hey guys, so welcome to Studio Techillo's first Q&A session. We have Cam here. She's head of marketing for Studio Techillo. She's been reading all you guys' questions and comments, so she is going to
read a few of those today so we can get those answered. Are you ready?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go. So, how did you first discover hair? Your passion for hair, I'm sorry.
Ooh, so I think I was like in elementary school. My mom used to do me up every day, matching bows, matching shoes, everything. She started working at night. She was a nurse. So she never made it for me to go to school. So my dad started doing my hair, and he would just do these raggedy ponytails. And I swear, I would go to school early in the morning, take toothbrushes and hair bows and everything, and just try to do my hair in the morning. I started doing it, getting better at it, and I just felt like that was everything for me. Like, I just loved everything beauty.
So you would sneak all the stuff in your bag?
I didn't have to sneak it. He knew, but I was always rushing in the morning. So when I got to school, because he had to go to work too, I would get to school early. So I'm like, let me go in the bathroom. Let me fix my hair. Let me make sure I look okay and not look like what my dad sent me to school.
Gotcha. What was your first job in hair?
So I first started doing hair, I think like maybe in 9th or 10th grade. My best friend, who's like the model for most of my videos, her aunt, her cousin actually, was doing hair. So I started working with her cousin. I was assisting, doing everything from braiding, washing, taking appointments and everything for her. And I was doing that in high school.
And loved it?
Loved it all the time. Loved everything about it. I could not go to school if I could and just work there all day.
So why don't you tell us about one of your most memorable or favorite hair moments?
Honestly, I don't feel like I have like everything about hair is memorable to me. I literally eat, sleep, everything is hair to me. So coming to the salon and just dealing with different clients, laughing, crying every day, being a therapist, for them giving us therapy, like it's just always fun and something new all day, every day. I think I could say a key highlight moment was when we got top 10 hair salons in Atlanta. We've always done a lot of shoots, videos, and doing everything, but honestly, just being in the salon and being around different people every day and it not being the same thing is just always gonna be a highlight for me.
Yeah, I do have good energy in here.
Yeah.
You've done a good job at making sure the energy in here is cohesive and everybody is fun and, you know.
Yeah, we don't play those games. Like I want to come
vibrating.
Yeah, I want to come to work. I want everybody to come to work. I want all the clients to come in and just it be good vibes in here. Like we're like a family. Everybody talks to everybody. They're speaking to my clients. I'm speaking to other people's clients. We are just like, you never feel any animosity in our salon, whether it be from the clients or the stylists. Like we try to make sure that we have just a good vibe.
Hard to find. Because most salons are not giving it.
No.
So speaking about that, what do you feel like is your mission when dealing with clients? Like what's always the goal?
So the goal is always to have our clients leaving feeling amazing and just feeling like a new person. Like you want them to come out and just not know that they could look that way. But at the same time, we're into healthy hair. We do not play about just styling the client's hair. Like we have clients that'll tell you, oh, I won't do what I tell her to do just because I'm paying her. She literally will tell me no. I'll go somewhere else, get it done, and then they'll be back in my salon 2 weeks later crying, saying that, well, I should have listened to you. So our key thing is healthy hair all the time, but we also are into every trend that comes out. We don't just learn it quickly and do it on people. We want to make sure that we're doing it the right way. We're taking care of your hair, but not still letting you leave with old school styles.
And like, making sure you have your edges.
Yeah, making sure you have your edges, but make sure that we're also into all the newest and latest trends, but not just doing it and damaging your hair.
So talking about trends, what's your favorite hairstyle to do currently?
So right now I'm loving tape-ins. I've been loving tape-ins
for
the last
love the tape-ins.
6 years. This is not a new thing to me. Tape-ins are like the new everything, and I think everybody is starting to get into it within this last year and a half. But I've always loved tape-ins. It's so versatile. It's not damaging to the hair. It's lightweight. If done correctly.
That part.
I have issues with my hair and not being able to put tension on it. I've been wearing tape-ins for a long time. If done correctly, if maintained correctly, if removed correctly, you won't have any issues. You literally walk out feeling like that's your hair. You can do a high ponytail, wear it down.
I love the ponytails.
Yeah.
The ponytails
That's
are so
me.
natural.
I'm all about my ponytails. I'm not.
Is that tape ends you're wearing right now?
It's tape ends.
I love
it. It is tape ends.
It looks really good.
So that's my new thing. Like, not new thing, but that's what I've been in love with for the last 6 years is tape ends.
So in this business, how long have you been in the business? Since we started this story, you were in high school. What would be the core moments now and what have been some of your struggles in the business?
Oh, business-wise, finding good employees, just having integrity as a salon owner, not just doing anything and everything that somebody wants you to do. But I think the hardest part is just finding good employees. Like, people want to get in our chair.
I think that's in any industry.
But we have it really bad because being a hairstylist, everybody thinks that you make money, so people are trying to do it all day, every day, but they're not learning the ins and outs of the business side, taking care of the hair and everything. So when they come in, that's a reflection on our salon. So you kind of got to be a little bit picky with who you're hiring. But then we have people who are trying to come in every day and we just don't have the capacity to take these clients. So I kind of feel bad, but it's, I'd rather not take the clients and know that they're not going to get a bad service because we hired somebody who wasn't up to par.
So quality is key.
Quality is always key. So it's always been hard trying to get employees outside of the hair salon end of it. We also have, of course, a warehouse where we ship all types of products, and just trying to keep all of the customers happy is another thing, because I can't cut my hands off and give you my hands for you to have the same service that we give. So we try to provide all of the products that we use, not just straight wavy hair, just all type of textures, and we are trained in dealing with every texture that's out there. I know some people are like, oh, you only do this type of texture. We literally do every texture in the book. But we sell those products, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it may work for you or your stylist may like those different textures. So
what are some candid moments you've had in a salon with the employees or with the clients?
Oh, that's a good one. So I could say this because she's my friend now, but I had a client, we were really good friends. She used to always come and support me or whatever, and she was just always loud in the salon, which was okay. One day we had this kid in the salon and she was telling me a story that some stuff happened and she kept using the B word. And I kept saying, hey, like, you gotta stop. We got a child right here. You gotta stop doing it. She had a flight to LA, so she was also rushing.
So she was crunk.
But she's the client who's gonna turn around in her chair and be talking to you and stuff. And I'm like, you gotta go, right? So she was getting a sew in and she just kept going. So the mom was also there. So I'm like, hey, I can't say her name, but I kept saying, hey, like, you gotta stop it, or I'm about to stop you and get her out of here first. And then you're gonna start. Well, I'll start you back. So she wouldn't stop. So I ended up stopping her. I started working on the child, and I was like, you're just gonna have to wait. But she had a flight, so she started kind of going a little crazy. Like, we have that relationship though. So she was halfway through her sew-in, literally braids and maybe 3 tracks done. I had to literally pull her hands and tell her she gotta go. And lock the door on her.
And you have a flight.
But we're such like a family type of salon that they knew that it wasn't, like, nobody even got mad. She was literally banging on
the door?
The door. Like, so you really gonna do me like this? We literally didn't talk for almost 6 months.
Be like, baby girl, get you ahead.
But I love her to death. Her personality is everything. She's always like, she comes in the salon and just brings the hype up in the salon. But it was like that day she was mad and we had a child in the salon. She's gonna kill me when she watches this stuff. But yeah, I think that was a funny moment that happened with a client.
Moment.
And then we also have crazy things that happen with the stylists when we're in here. It's always a show. Like, it's never boring. Like, you leave after work and just be like, dang, that girl is crazy. Or that girl really came in here and did that. It's always fun.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So the big question is, how did you pick the name? And first, please go ahead and pronounce the name.
So my name, of course, is Ida Techilo.
Okay.
And I just felt like my last name was super different. I know everybody either uses, their name in it, but I love my last name. We just love it. Our family is like really into our last name, so we just decided to call it Studio Techilo. So you pronounce it Studio Techilo. Techilo.
I like it. All right, so your first salon. What made you open your first salon?
I've always wanted to open my own salon. I'm a Capricorn, so I always have to make sure that everything is right before.
Capricorn here too.
Yeah. So I don't play those games. I worked in the salon right when I got out of high school, and I think I worked for one salon for like maybe 3 or 4 years. I left there and I worked at another salon for 2 years, and I was like, okay, I'm ready. I feel confident in my work. I felt like I saved my money up. It's time for me to open up a salon. So I started off really small. It was 4 stations. Me and actually one of my coworkers opened it together. And we had that for about 3 years. Like I said, it was, you know, a nice small salon, not a suite, but it still wasn't huge. So we felt comfortable. We literally split everything down the middle. So it wasn't hard at all. It felt like we were just still paying booth rent or whatever.
Right.
After we finished the 3 years, they were getting ready to redevelop. So I decided that I wanted to go ahead and open up my own spot. And she also wanted to do her own thing too. So we kind of split. I moved maybe 2 minutes down the street, literally walking.
It's literally around the corner.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Your old salon.
And we opened up this salon, which we have 8 stations, 2, 4, 6, 8 stations, and we've been here for over 12 years now.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
And your social media presence. How did you go about getting your social media presence? Because social media it's like touch and go. Either you understand it or you don't understand it. So for you, how did that work?
So social media for me, I'm such a like chill, quiet person. Like I'm not into social media. So for me, I didn't get social media, but I knew I kind of had to get on to social media.
You definitely have to be on social media.
But back then it wasn't that big of a deal. Right now it's like you can't have a business without social media. But
the first
then
thing you're doing is looking for you.
I was like, I'm not taking pictures of myself. I'm not posting stuff like that. I don't really need social media. So one of the girls in the salon was like, no, you have to get on there. And I forced myself to get on there. I didn't even name it my name. I just did Studio Techilo because my plan was just to post business stuff. So I was just on there here and there posting stuff and just posting work mostly, nothing of myself. I would here and there, but barely. And I posted this one video and it just went viral. We were doing roller sets on natural hair, which most people never did roller sets on natural hair, and we were known for that in the salon. So I posted that and that video went viral, and from then on, I just kept doing the same thing and just ended up here.
So how did you find comfort in it? How did you go from not wanting to post anything at all to literally being on camera all the time?
Well, so for me, it was comfortable because I was in my own space. I just put the camera up. I didn't look at it. I didn't talk. I didn't do anything. I just did my work. The camera just recorded.
So it was natural.
So for me, it was easy. I'm not talking. I'm not having to do anything. So I was comfortable in that aspect. When it was time to post and edit, that's when I was up all night like, should I put this up there? Should I do this? But it didn't really come hard for me. It's just my personal space. Like if I have to post a picture of myself or, you know, stuff like that.
So we're gonna ask the $1 million question, people.
Ooh, what's that?
Why did you close your books?
Oh yeah, that's
the biggest question in the comments. I see it every single time you post a video, and it's always asked more than one time. So
yeah, so I've been doing hair for over 13 years. I would say even 15 years. I'm tired. I'm struggling. And so I had to learn how to scale, and if I was behind the chair, I just couldn't do that. So during COVID, it was like I had to pick or choose. Am I gonna go back behind the chair, or am I gonna focus on the business side? And you know, it was scary, but I had to do what I had to do. I have 2 kids. I was at the salon from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. There was no time to have family. I just couldn't do anything else.
Or scale a business.
No, or scale a business. So it was either or. Like I said, it was super hard, but I just had to do it, and now I'm so grateful and happy that I just stepped outside and did that.
So you know the next question the girls want to know, when do they have a moment or opportunity for the books to open back up? When will Ida be taking new clients?
Oh, so that's another good question. So I'm not sure, honestly.
Okay.
I'm not 100% saying that my books are completely closed. As of now, they are. Right. We still are working on training some employees so we can start taking more new clients. But you guys can follow our website, subscribe to it. That's where we post all of the information about Studio Techilo, whether we're taking new clients, surprise sales. Everything Studio Techilo is going to be updated on that. But I honestly don't know. But stay tuned. We're still working on stuff.
Right.
I will maybe do pop-ups here and there, just not right now.
And we do have some good stuff coming for y'all, so y'all may want to go ahead and subscribe.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this next question is going to be a little business, little personal. What do you feel like is your superpower?
My superpower, I would say my superpower would be that I am not a procrastinator. Like, I get stuff done. There's nothing like I'm up till 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, have to be up at 8. I'm gonna figure something out. That's always the thing. Like, if I don't, my mind just keeps bugging me. Like, you didn't figure this out, you didn't figure this out. So I'm not a procrastinator. I literally will get things done. And it's never enough for me. Like, I have to keep.
Superpower, because
but it's also, it's like
finding that balance is hard.
it's stressful too, because it's like it's never enough. You can't, you find this thing out or stop right here, then it's like you have to keep going, keep going. So I need to learn how to kind of tame that down a little bit, just so I could breathe and like not
Find some
stress
balance?
myself. Yeah.
So
'Cause
what do
it's a
you
lot.
feel like is your balance right now?
I don't know what my balance is right now. I'm trying to learn. I go out of town. I'm on the computer, still figuring stuff out, working. Like, I don't have a work-home balance. So
Well, you got to find that, because
yeah, I
you
need to.
definitely have to give yourself that downtime, especially as a creative, like any form of a creative. Not having that little recharge moment takes you over the edge.
Yeah, I think it's now just building my team and like working with my team to kind of figure it out, because before it was just me doing everything.
Right.
And it takes away from the creative person that I want to be. So I think that's what's gonna help me have that balance. I just don't have it right now, and I haven't had it for the last
So we'll help you
10
get there.
years, I think.
We'll help you get there.
Okay, please do.
So your background. I know we talked about your name. You mentioned that you and your family are very happy with you guys' name. Y'all love it. So do you want to tell them a little bit about your background? Where are you from?
Yeah, so my background, I'm from Ethiopia.
Okay.
I was born in Houston, but I came to Atlanta when I was like 6 months. So I'm Atlanta
So you
all the way.
ATL for
I'm
sure.
ATL all the way, but we are Ethiopian, so our name is the Ethiopian name.
Okay. And where do you see yourself in 5 years, whether that be in business or whether that be personally with your family, or a mix of both?
I honestly don't know. I just can't think that far out. I do want to be more in tune with my family.
Okay.
Not in 5 years, sooner
But
than
right
that,
now,
hopefully.
like right now.
But I just want to, it can't just be always about business. And that's what it is now. My family, they're so supportive. But I do want to have a better work and home life balance. So that's my main thing. Like, stress, everything is just, you can't live your life if you're always working, if you're always stressed, if you just always, I mean, it's not even healthy. Like, I'm going through my own personal, for me, losing stuff that I love, like my hair, just from stress. So I just know I need to work on that more so, and just kind of get everything in line so I can focus on myself and my family. It's very hard. Like, it just looks like, oh, you know, you do hair, you own a salon, you create content, you got a warehouse. It's a lot
I can
that
understand.
goes to it.
Entrepreneur life is not for
Yeah,
the weak.
it's not. And that's why people open and close so frequently. It's like, you have to be consistent. You have to keep moving. It's, you know, we were talking one day and you was like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't feel like that's true. You still have to keep going every single minute. You can't just stay stagnant and say, oh, this is working right now. In 6 months, it may not be working. So you just got to always keep up with the times.
So with saying that, for the girls out there looking to get started, whether it's in this industry, any other industry, or just stepping out there and being an entrepreneur, what is your advice?
I think in any industry, being consistent, staying consistent, like, and make sure that you love what you're doing. Don't just jump on the bandwagon because you heard
For money, don't
you
chase
make
the
money.
money.
No, and when you do it, make sure you're doing it. You're coming in there every day. It doesn't matter if somebody is spending $50 or $3,000. Give them the same service. Be consistent. I feel like that's why we've been in business for this long. Like, you can ask every last one of our clients. Like, we've always been consistent. We treat the person who's spending $50 the same way as we would treat the person who's spending $3,000.
Right.
So whatever you're doing, whether it's hair, whether it's real estate, whether you want to be a nurse, just be consistent and do your work, do the
Right.
do the job. So.
Well, I loved all of those answers, and we hope you guys at home love those answers. And stay tuned because we will have another FAQ, and we would like to get more questions from you guys. So go ahead, drop your comments below. Make sure to follow, subscribe, and like. And
We'll see you guys next time.
yeah, bye.